Okay, good evening, Nigerians. My name is Shegun Ola, and this is Objective Media. So earlier today, news filtered that daughter of chieftain of Afenifere, a pan-Yoruba sociocultural group, was murdered along Ore Road by suspected Fulani herdsmen. So this is something that's a worrisome development, and of course, everybody already knows whether you're Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo. Everybody knows this is definitely a call on war. Well, there have been reactions already. One of the reactions is by Yinka Odumakin, who is spokesperson of Afenifere himself, who described this particular murder as a call on war or a declaration of war on the Yoruba. Well, while I always take, I always withdraw from ethnicizing or adding ethnic coloration to anything. I feel the murder of anybody or anyone for that matter is very wrong, is cruel, is criminal, and should not be taken with lightly with gloves. All right, I understand it's because it's a live stream. People are just coming online. I can see you people coming online already, but I want it's intended to be a short broadcast, but I want us to have a conversation about this. What do you think? Um, well, some of you already see the reason why many people came out to oppose the Ruga idea. Okay, the Ruga idea was opposed because people wanted to avert things like this. This is not a farmer herders clash now. No, it's not a communal clash. This one, from according to reports, it is that the suspected Fulani herdsmen actually, came on the highway and started shooting sporadically. That's what I read. Okay, now, whatever the case, I'm sure that it's not the first time this is happening. The reason this is even making report is because daughter of somebody who has name is involved. Maybe this happens even every day, but it doesn't make it to the news because the people that are involved or that are affected are not necessarily people that have the big names. But it's so unfortunate. It's so funny. It's terrible. It's annoying, and everybody needs to actually get into. I don't know. This is crazy. Well, I'll be right back, people. Let's just do this short break while we allow a few more people come online, and then we take this conversation further. There are questions arising from this incident today. You're welcome once again.
This message is for those residing in the Middle Belt. It is for those from the western part of Nigeria. It is for those from the eastern part of Nigeria. It is also for those that come from the south part of Nigeria. The 2019 Civil War will start with moles in the house. The time has come for a man to take that decision he never wanted. Let us break up from Nigeria. Recent events in the country has forced me to go back to history to confirm strategies used by Fulani in their successful conquest of the people. What I discovered is that the Fulani never conquered a town, community, or a city without the indigenous collaborators from that city, town, or community. This is a historical fact. In this crucial broadcast, we will mention names to put them on notice that we know them. In 1808, a Fulani by name Usman Danfolio captured Sokoto, killed its king, and took over Sokoto under flimsy excuses of corruption and religion. They call it jihad, and it took place between 1804 and 1808. It was successful because there were indigenous moles from Sokoto that worked with Usman Danfolio to capture Sokoto. After Sokoto was captured, many other Nigerian empires in the north and kingdoms were defeated and their leaders dethroned with the help of in-house moles. Their kingdom were taken over by Fulanis. After a takeover, the peaceful north never knew peace anymore. It has been suffering from one religious riot and killings to another till today. Recently, they are fighting to capture the northeast because they were unable to conquer the Borno Empire during their 19th century jihad swing. In 1967 to 1970, they conquered Nigeria because we had Gowon and some other moles in the Middle Belt and western part of Nigeria who worked for their interest. After Gowon has helped them to conquer, it was overthrown by the same Fulani in 1975. Ever since that time, Nigeria became a Fulani entity, handed over from one Fulani to another. The same Fulani wrote the defective 1999 constitution that favored only the Fulani and imposed it on everyone as a constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In 2015, they chased away Jonathan because they had moles like Rotimi Amechi, Ahmed Tinubu, Wale Soyinka, Pastor Tunde Bakare, and Professor Oshibanjo working for Fulani. After the conquest, Professor Oshibanjo was sidelined, disgraced, and belittled. Every decision he took was reversed by the Fulani. Oshibanjo fired the then DSS, Mr. Daura, for gross insubordination, and Buhari returned from his medical trip to reinstate Daura. Oshibanjo confirmed Onogen as substantial CJN, and Buhari reversed it in the most disgraceful manner and installed a Fulani in the Chief Justice of Nigeria position to spite Oshibanjo and to spite all of us. But the same Oshibanjo was sent into the open market to share money.
Okay, so there are some questions arising. One of these questions is that many questions that have been coming up or popping up in the past. Do we feel at this time that they should be repeating? Well, while it is still not totally or finally established that the killers uh, of the woman, Fulani herdsmen, they are suspected to be. But if they were just kidnappers, kidnappers would definitely abduct and leave, and then begin to ask for ransom, isn't it? But this is not it. If these were armed robbers, they would take things and move, right? They didn't take things and move. If they were hired assassins, they shot sporadically. Well, it is also not that immediately determined how many people were killed. News filtering around is just still as at the moment, you know, only mentioning or identifying the woman, Fasoranti's daughter. Yeah, because of the prominence, you have to understand that. But then the questions: where is our security? Number two, why are these people having field day? Number three, anytime it is said to have involved a Fulani, I'm not saying these perpetrators are confirmed to be Fulani yet, but why is it that in the past, whenever it concerned Fulani people, they always went free? Even if there was an arrest, they were released to go. Why is it that whenever a group is perpetrating something that is clearly terror in nature, they are not declared terrorist group when they are a particular tribe or a particular sect? But others who have not even committed as much as even half of what these people are doing are said to have committed crime that you people now call, terrorism, and they are declared so. Where are we going? Now, many people have said that this union is not working and that we are just forcing ourselves on it. Is that another question arising from this? Now, Shiites are protesting and violence have continued to ensue from it. Herdsmen, the politics is just hot. And the people that most of these political foot soldiers are relying on only are only already talking about 2023. They don't care about all these things. Why is it so? Do we have security in this country? Kidnappers here and there, crisis, clashes, violence, killings, kidnappings, all sorts. Now, Nigeria is almost becoming so synonymous only with the negatives. Now, when the Ruga idea was opposed, many people say, we should stop insinuating this. But look at this already. Now, what we're expecting now is that they will now change it and say, no, they were not this said suspected people, that they were not. Now, I said something to somebody yesterday when they said, oh, the Shiites killed policemen during their protest. I'm like, okay, fine. There's something called frustration aggression theory. When people are frustrated, they may not even know when they took to violence. How long have they been protesting peacefully and police discharging them with tear gas, attacking them, the military attacking them, their leader being held against court order? I'm not a religious person. I don't tamper in religion, but hey, humanity first. Every religion definitely has something to do with humanity. If your religion or your religious book is what you take to be constitution over humanity, then that is not religion. It's not a good religion. Just jettison it. But what we are saying here simply is, hey, excuse me, people. Now, I don't like religion. Even though I say I'm a godly person, but I'm not a religious person. Regardless, you don't say under the guise of religious practice, you are holding somebody even against court order that has freed the person. You keep on holding him and insisting. Now, the media had not been reporting those times when the military, the state security apparatus, have been unleashing violence on the Shiite people. They were not being reported. So now when Shiites killed, which I don't also support in any way under any guise, killed, that one now took the sympathy in the air. They now use the media to take that one into the atmosphere. But why are you holding their leader? For what? I think it's violence against humanity. Okay, that's another question. How long? Now, something will kickstart a revolution no matter what. Shites. Now this. Herdsmen, killing, kidnapping, and all of these things. And the country is has just continued to steep further every day into problems. Who knows whose sister, whose brother, whose mother, whose father, whose son, whose daughter will be tomorrow? And excuse me, we are no longer talking about the north. I heard some guys argue the other day. He's saying that, oh, for as long as the bombing is happening in the north, it does not concern us. Let them continue killing themselves in the north. Oh, they are sending people away from the north. You think they are killing themselves? Now they are spread into the southwest. Are you still folding your hands? Oh, you still folding your hands. From Boko Haram to Herdsmen. Why would somebody want to kill another person? Why would somebody want to kidnap another person? No jobs, no employment. People feel marginalized. Now the poor, see this quote that a day is coming when the poor will no longer have something to eat, but the rich. Has it not already started? All these poor people who feel underprivileged will start seeing everybody that wears good clothes or is driving a nice car. They start seeing them as the problem. They start seeing them as enemies. And guess what will happen? They'll start attacking people. And who thinks they are safe? So when we talk, don't say, oh, you don't know what you're saying. It's because it has not happened to you, and I pray it doesn't. So those that it is happening to, pray for it. Is that what you are thinking? Or what you are insinuating? Come on. Where are we going? Will these perpetrators be brought to book? Question. Like before, were they brought to book? A part on the wrists. Let me take some comments. Ola Olukoni, that the military which failed to secure the nation now not think they can come back to take over governance. We shall fight them with everything we have. Now on Facebook, it's Sunday says everything that was happening up till now, Buhari is aware of it. Fulani Herdsmen was killing innocent people, but the president that called himself Buhari did not say anything about it. Lekon Makonjola on YouTube says, oh guy, you can't get a revolution in a multi-ethnic society. As long as all their agitations are not integrated, it won't cause any meaningful changes. I know that. But something will start something. Because the agitations are already on ground. The grievances are already on ground. Everybody is already agitated. So a little thing that triggers one thing, everybody gets prepared. So the revolution may not come in the format that you are used to or that you have been reading about. It may come in something that is like, this thing will result in anarchy. Bamjoshi. But always remember that any wealth accumulated on a selfish basis at the expense of the state in defiance of social justice helps to create a disorganized society. We've been there. We have been in disorganized society for long, which everybody will eat everybody and no person can be safe. We are there already. Mark Sonny, hey, you're welcome, Mark Sonny. It's Sunday. People are dying every day by the day, yet the government didn't do anything about it. One last question, and I close this broadcast for tonight. Do you think this union, this fraudulent union, this marriage of inconvenience, this fraudulent amalgamation, how many years down the line, about 60 years down the line, do you still think it is? No, 60 years is independence. About 60 years is independence, 1914, right? The question is, do you think it is working? What is your answer? Me, I don't close for tonight. Thank you.